got that wanderlust, yeah, we're on the move. Budget-friendly adventures we approve. Crazy travels and Chango bananas, here to show you all the best vacation manners. So pack your bags, let's get out the door. Come and follow us to see the world and more. We ain't scared to travel. We ain't scared to travel.
What's going on, guys? It's Crazy Cantic with Crazy Travels. Oh my God, Crazy.
And there's Chango Bananas.
And we ain't scared to travel. Welcome to episode number 5, Cruises. Oh my God, Crazy. I've never been on a cruise. What do I need? Chango, what do they need, man? Let's give them all the info that we can possibly give them. How many cruises have you been in?
I've been
on
3 cruises.
3 cruises. Okay,
Sure.
As for me and my wife, we've been maybe 8 cruises.
Yes.
So we're not professional. I'm always watching videos and trying to pick up little things like, okay, what's the new thing, you know? And we are not professionals, but these are things that we've done, and that have worked for us. So first and foremost, Chango, you want to download the app, especially if you're going. We're using Carnival as an example today, but download the app. Why do you want to download the app? Because the app has the fun times. It's got the times, things to do, what's going on, what's happening, what do you need, and then it allows you to check in. You need to check in before you go on your cruise. You need to, put either your birth certificate or your passport.
Yes, we gotta make sure, right? That passport it's not expired. We go back to the passport because you don't want to waste all this money and then you get to when you're gonna embark, and then your passport's expired.
Yeah, and what he's talking about is that your passport, maybe you booked this like, I don't know, maybe 8 months early.
Yes.
You're going in March and you booked it in August as an example, and in August your passport is valid, but then it expires in, I don't know, April.
Yes.
And you're like, holy frickin' smokes, or maybe it expires in January, and so you're like, wait a minute, my passport's going to be expired, and that's what it means. Make sure that your passport is valid. And if not, then if you don't think you're going to get your passport on time, just use your birth certificate. That is all you need. And so on that passport, on the app, right, you'll do your check-in. You'll put what bed you want, whether you want a king size, 2 twins, maybe you got a family. What do you select when it comes to beds?
So usually I do. I have since I can travel with it's 4 of us. I'll try to travel where we have 2 beds, right? And then that's usually what I do. I know when I went by myself, it was just 1 bed.
Okay, but 2 beds and then the bunk beds.
Yes, yes.
So you don't go king to.
No, it's been a minute, right? But I do for the adults, and then I'll do the kids.
Okay.
So that's the one.
Yeah. So what I normally see people selecting, like married couples, they'll get the king, and then you'll have the 2 bunk beds on top, and then in the morning they put those back in. So you select your, how you want your bed, and then you select your dining time, and then what time you want to check in. I like to check in early so that I can get there early and I can enjoy the food, I can enjoy the fun, and all that good stuff. What do you choose?
You know what? The same thing. I like to check in early. One of the things also is that I want to bring up with the cruises, right? Just the purpose of the podcast, right? Or us here. It's don't be scared, right?
Yeah, don't be scared.
A lot of people, it took us like 5-6 years to take that first step to take that cruise, right?
Yeah.
So don't be scared. That's what I want to bring up.
For my wife, it was, I don't know how to swim. So the only time you're going to swim is when you go to the swimming pool, when you're in a hot tub, when you go to an excursion, and if you want to go to the deep end, you can go to the deep end, or you can stay in the shallow. What was it for you that maybe, I'm a little scared here?
I think for me it was being out in the ocean, right?
Uh-huh.
That was something where I was like, what if the ship goes down? What am I gonna do, right? So I think that was it. And then there was some common friends we have that they took that cruise. And then I saw those pictures with his kids.
Yeah.
I saw the picture with his kids and I was like, I want that memory.
Yeah.
I want that core memory with my family. So that was one of the biggest things that kind of put my fear aside, where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna build great memories, and this is why I need to do it. That
Exactly.
was it.
One of the common things there, or one of the things that you might experience, and I say might, a lot of times you won't, is motion sickness. It rarely happens, but it's there, and we have to point it out. Hey, by the way, this might happen. And what you can do is you can either bring your own motion sickness pills or the little patches, or you can go to the medics and they'll give you free stuff to put. And so, am I missing something when it comes to fear?
No, I mean, like I said, just don't be scared of travel, right?
Are you you went on a cruise, right?
Mhm.
You've been on 3 cruises. Are you like, man, I can't wait to go on another one?
Actually, yes, I cannot wait to go to another one. My daughter actually brings it up, and she brings up our first cruise, and she's like, Dad, we need to go on another cruise. You know, life happens, but it's been where I'm just waiting for that exact moment to take another cruise. And
Yeah.
we have one plan for the future, near future, so we'll see how that goes. But it's one of the best things. And some people think it could be expensive. You know, it goes into that, but it's totally worth it. It's totally.
Yeah.
And you know, Alex, I mean, crazy.
Yeah.
I've been to those multiple times.
There's always deals to be had. You can opt to get an interior room. You can opt to go on off peak. He talked about, hey man, let's go on another one. I just experienced that. I just got back from one, right? And when we booked it, I said, well, it's something that we can do. We'll go on another cruise. And I was downplaying it. And oh my God, dude, once you get there, because think about it, you think, man, it's going to cost X amount of money, but you're paying for the food, unlimited, tea, unlimited lemonade,
24-hour pizza.
24-hour pizza.
Love that. Love
Man, 20, I don't think it's 24-hour ice cream, but man, pastries, ice cream, it's all there. It's so much fun.
Yes.
So many things to do. I look forward to dressing up. What about you?
You know what? That's obviously my passport. I always try to keep it up to date, especially up to at least 6 months. But the captain's dinner. The captain's dinner, guys. You know, the first time I downplayed it, oh, it's whatever. But that's your one night to just shine. Shine. What do I mean by the captain's dinner? Crazy.
Elegant night. So elegant night. Some cruises, depending on the length of them, they might have 2 elegant nights. And what that means for the common folk, which is the majority of us, let's not kid ourselves. How often do you dress your kids up? How often do you and your wife go have a nice, elegant dinner? This is an opportunity for you to take advantage of the backgrounds on the photographers. It's free to take a picture.
Yeah.
Man, you don't have, I bought myself a really cool, awesome suit over at Burlington, or one of those where I must have paid like $40 for a suit that maybe was retailed at $200, but $40 for a nice suit. Man, I looked really nice. My wife had a really nice dress, and it was like, hey, I like that background. Let me get pictures. And just because you get the pictures doesn't mean that you have to buy them.
True it is. I mean, we ended up taking our own pictures, but then also there's an option where you can take pictures. And you know what? I ended up spending that extra money to take those pictures, and then they gave it, you know, I think they sent it to you digitally. I forgot already.
Yeah.
But my daughter still talks about those pictures, but she has some around the house. We enjoy those. I mean, the cruises for me is one of the best experiences there is to vacation.
So the 8x10s, you can get them either digitally. Well, I think if you buy the 8x10, you'll also get a digital,
Yes.
which will be on your phone to upload to your social media or to share with your family members. And you'll get an 8x10 that you can put in a nice picture frame. Those are about $23 now.
Yes.
So imagine you get a photographer, and these guys are really good. I'm gonna call them professionals.
Yes, I think so. All the equipment, it's
Yeah, the equipment's good. The background's beautiful. And again, you've got a long. At every station you go to throughout the whole ship, you're gonna find different backgrounds. You may not want the background with the piano or the staircase, but maybe you want to take pictures of your kids with Dr. Sue, and
Yes.
you've got that. So there's plenty of backgrounds.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we still enjoy those, but we're embarking, right? We gotta
Yeah,
make
we're
sure-
talking embarkation, right? Don't forget to there. You got 2 sets of luggage. It's similar to flying. You got your check bags, and then you have your carry-on. Your carry-on is going to consist of, if it's 2 adults, 2 bottles of wine. You want to have. They allow you to bring in 2 bottles of wine. They allow you to bring 1 12-pack of sodas per person, and you want your medication. You want maybe a swimsuit for your kiddos so they can go and enjoy the swimming pools.
Yes.
Or the slides while you wait for your checked baggage. Your checked baggage is going to have all your clothes. It's going to have anything that you don't need at the time, and then you give it to the porters, and then you just wait. Get dropped off over where you're going to get ready to get checked in.
Yeah, keep in mind that it's not just you and your family. It's I've never really taken into account how many people actually get on the cruise, but I mean it's a lot of people. I'm talking about maybe 1,000.
No, 6,000.
Oh, 6,000. So
4,000, 6,000, and that's not including the actual crew members.
so keep in mind that your luggage, you turn in your luggage. It's not gonna be there in 20 minutes. It's gonna take what, an hour, 2 hours at least. So you wanna have
Yeah.
you wanna have like Crazy was saying, you wanna have your backpack, something quick. My medication, my my bathing suit,
Toothbrush, or whatever you may need to maybe you want to freshen up, because your room won't be ready till 2. You're not gonna leave the port until 4ish. Your luggage isn't gonna get to your room till 3:30ish, 4ish, and so you want to have stuff ready so that you can first and foremost do your muster. That's your safety briefing. You're going to do your safety briefing, and then if you have like your sodas, your wine, whatever it is that you brought with you that you don't want to carry, take it to your room, even though your room isn't ready. But take it to your room and ask the stewardess, hey, can I just drop it up here, and I'll be back when the room is ready.
Yeah, and they're really good at that. Just explore the ship, right? Don't get desperate to get back into the room, right? While you're there, do your muster. Muster's really important. Everybody has to attend. It's pretty much a briefing, what to do when something happens. But I mean, Crazy has been on 8 cruises. I've been on 3, and we've never had any issues. I think Crazy, the bigger the ship, the less you kind of
Feel it.
Feel it.
Yeah. You're not going to really feel it. It really has to, man, it's got to be the perfect storm in order for you to feel something. Because if it rocks a little, what have you, it'll rock you to sleep. It is really cool. He talked about or mentioned exploring the ship. Where is the main dining room? Where are we sitting? If it's just me and my wife, maybe we want to have an intimate dinner, and so I might go out there and check, and they got us sitting with a group of a bunch of single people. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm like, I'd rather be alone. And so it's an opportunity to know that, to know where I'm at, and now I can say, hey, look, is there any way that I can maybe be seated next to the window where I can see the ocean? Or maybe we can just be seated, you know, my wife and I, or maybe just 4 instead of 8. But let me tell you, don't be afraid to be seated with a group because, man, you make memories, you get to meet people, you make friendships. To this day, I still have friends that I've cruised with.
And that's the thing, you get to talk to other people. You get to explore, hey, you know, maybe it's your first time, right? You've been scared, but remember, we ain't scared to travel, right? So you gotta keep that in mind. Maybe it's your first time, and then you sit with someone else that's been cruising for 5 plus, 10 plus times, and then they're like, hey, next time try a 7-day cruise. Next time try, go across the Atlantic Ocean. So now your ideas start coming in. So
Yeah.
it's always good to kind of sit with other people that have been traveling.
And, again, we go back to we scared to travel. Why are we talking about these things? Because right now we need to convince you that, hey, man, it's going to be cool. And then you sit down on the table and you're talking to other people and you're like, hey, what are you guys doing in Cozumel? What are you guys doing in Costa Maya? Hey, we haven't booked we're kind of nervous, we're scared, we haven't booked an excursion, what are you guys doing in Clotan, and stuff like that, So that's the opportunity to talk to people and learn.
To add on that, crazy also, sometimes, hey, we need 2 extra people because the van takes 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
So now it's like, hey, guys, you know what? You guys want to tag along? We've been to Cozumel multiple times. We already know the route. So there, you can kind of, okay, you know what? Let me tag along. They've been here. They already know if it's your first time. And now that fear kind of goes away. And now you're exploring. Now next time, you're going to be like, you know what? You go to, maybe you like the same location.
Yeah.
You like the same Cozumel, Progreso, the Costa Maya, and then you keep on going. But then you can help somebody out that's also scared of travel, right?
Yeah.
Or not scared of travel, just doesn't know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm aware. So fortunately for me, I have played the role of a tour guide. At least 3 times, maybe 4, where I have been seated with a couple who has never gone on an excursion, or they don't speak Spanish, or hey, we're kind of nervous, and I've been fortunate to be the tour guide and say, hey, at this time we're meeting here. Come with us, and I'm going to show you around. I'll be your photo. I'll take your pictures. I'll be your tour guide, and that is really neat, man.
That is a nice experience, I think the first cruise I took was actually we bumped into each other. And,
Oh, yeah?
And it just ended up being that it's just both of us.
I had no idea that we were going together. We ended up getting a van when we were over in Freeport, Bahamas,
Yes.
and paid the taxi driver. I think it was $30 per person.
Yeah.
He took us everywhere. Really great. Guys, before you embark, one more thing that I completely forgot is print out your luggage tags. And you can either, buy the little plastic little insert. I love using the clear tape and then stapling it to the luggage. This is for the luggage that you're checking in. And I also put one on my backpack in case something happens. They can take my backpack to my room. It's got your room number and your name. You can add more info if you want to, but basically it's so that the porter knows where your luggage goes.
Okay, crazy. We went to the embarkment. We checked our passport is good. We checked our luggage in with the porter. We did everything. What is next once we're there? We finished our muster items. What is next?
Well, we explored the ship, right? We went and we said, okay, where is the theater? Where is
The pools.
the pool, the hot tub, the adult-only Serenity? Where
The bar.
the bars, the long list of stuff. And you kind of, okay, yeah, I kind of have an idea. And then more than anything, the elevators have the latest and, oh, okay, it's on floor number so-and-so.
Yes.
And so now, fun times. And again, we're using,
It's right here.
there you go. We're using Carnival as an example, right? We have the Fun Times downloaded, the app, on our phones, And I don't buy the internet. Maybe you buy the internet. You don't need it. But the only thing I do get is I put my phone on airplane mode, and then of course I already downloaded the app. Airplane mode, Wi-Fi, grab the app, and then I might buy the chat. The chat is $5. That's so that I can text. If we're a big group, I can text with him. I can text with my wife, and then I can have little groups where I can just text with my wife, or I can text with the whole group. Hey, we're meeting up at so and so. And so we'll use the fun times, right? Let's look at top entertainment. So the top entertainment for embarkation, most importantly, is the what's it called? The party, man. Gosh, I'm lost for words.
Like the taking off party, the party.
Yeah, disembarkation party. I believe that's what it's called. Man, sail away party. There you go. And it's right here. Sail away party number 1. Make sure you do that. If you've never been on a cruise, sail away party. It's over on the Lido deck. I believe it's 16. That's where the buffet's at. That's where the majority of these restaurants are. The Blue Iguana, Shaq's Big Chicken, Guy's Burgers. All of these restaurants are there. And then the party, the main pool, and of course the cruise directors out there having an awesome party. Make sure you do that on embarkation night. Disembarkation. So you got the sail away party. You've been to sail away parties?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what you do.
I like it. It takes me back to Spring Break 1998, back in Panama City Beach.
Yeah.
Right? It's fun, the thing is, you're there to have a good time. So the celebrate parties are awesome, man. I just kind of let it go with the flow. Don't worry about anything. I do not pay for internet. I kind of just the phone.
Yeah.
I leave it alone.
Yeah.
I don't even remember it.
I started to take pictures, and like I said, now I got the chat, and now I'm looking at what's happening. You can also have this. So the app takes, now you really don't need this, but you can still look at it. And what the app also does is we're looking at what's happening, right? We're looking at what are the main top attractions for today. The rock and roll music set for Meet Your Director, Showtime. Maybe you want to audition your family for Family Feud.
Yeah.
And,
I think one of my Family Feud is one of my favorite ones. Also, they have movie night, so they'll have the main pool. They'll have that big screen. It's really nice. And also, I like the music. I love to dance, right?
Yeah.
So I love the music. I usually hit up like La Habana.
Yeah,
You know,
Havana's
little,
really
little
nice.
salsa, little merengue, some bachata, and have some fun because, it's fun when you're there to relax. Doesn't matter if your cruise is what, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days.
It don't matter.
It goes
fun.
up to like a month.
So I know you said Spring Break 1999. Sail away party. A lot of these this is family friendly, guys. This is an
Yeah.
opportunity for your kiddos to, and for you guys to say, hey, look, go out there and dance. Go out there and go to the main floor and have a good time. Because it's not just the sail away party, it's the rock and glow. And for you to take your kiddos and enjoy 80s, 90s, and now they can enjoy that. ABBA night, Whiteout night, all of these are family friendly. Have you gone anywhere with your kiddos?
Just to clarify, 1998, I was 1 year old, so I'm 27 now, okay? Just to
Oh,
clarify.
98, man. I'm not, this is PG-13, so I'm not even gonna go there. But man, they don't call me Crazy Cat 2 for no reason, man.
That's true.
Fun times, man. The app, what I love about the app, you told me you haven't experienced it.
Not the
But
app.
now the app, now you go to assigned dining. So we'll start with breakfast, right? So if we go here, food venue, open hours. So we'll start with breakfast, lunch, what's open, what time do they start, what restaurants are open.
This right here.
And one of the really neat things about the app now is that now you go on there, and I don't do breakfast, but I do lunch, and so I'll go to a brunch, and I will now make a reservation. I'll make a reservation, and I'll say, okay, I want to make a reservation for 11:30, 12, right?
Sorry.
And so on the app, I can see the menu of what they have, what, eggs Benedict, steak and eggs, a long list I can already see the menu. I can also see my assigned dining menu, and I'm already picking what I'm going to have for lunch and for dinner. And then I get there and I enjoy a lunch. I enjoy an awesome lunch that a waiter is going to serve me. It's a 3 course. It'll be an appetizer. It'll be the main course, and then a dessert. What do you like? Do you like the buffets or?
You know what? I like the dinners. The 3 course just because that's like a relaxed time. And then go with the family. I do like the buffets, but I feel like the buffets are kind of like eating kind of quick.
No, but I'm talking like breakfast, lunch. Do you like going to Blue Iguana for the breakfast, or do you skip breakfast, or do you go to the buffet?
I just go to the buffets.
Okay.
I just keep it at the buffets. And what I like to do, one of my favorite things to do while I'm on the cruise, they usually have a little track.
Okay.
So I like to wake up in the morning and just walk around the track, listen to music, and then just see the ocean, the sunrise. That's what I enjoy. But I do just stick with the buffets. That's what I stick with. Crazy.
So we're talking fun times, man.
Yes.
Let's look at entertainment, because I like going. I love the dancing, the music, Havana, theme parties. I'm a little older, so I like casinos. And what else? I guess the theme shows,
Yeah.
the theater, the Broadway shows.
You know what? I mean, and I'm going back here. I like to go to like the trivias. Just kind of spend time with the kids. That's one of my main things. That's what I enjoy a lot. And then at night, that's a little bit of going to dance. But I mean, it's as you can see, everything's here with what's happening, right? It gives you the activities in the morning and the afternoon, and then has an evening. So you can go from 7 a.m. to early morning stretch, which is at the fitness center, and they'll tell you where, if it's in the forward, in the mid, or in the rear of the ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I like all that stuff, right? So we're there. Crazy. What do you think? We're there.
Well, we got movies in the evening. You can watch movies over at the big screen, over at the Lido deck, on the lounge with your kiddos. They have Night Owl. Let me look for that. They got the Breakfast with Dr. Seuss for the kiddos. They got open house. Man, they got a lot of stuff for kiddos. Let me look for the Night Owl is really cool. That's where you drop off your kiddos. They'll have, while you're having dinner, they can be out in their little daycare thing. And want to enjoy date night this cruise, we've got you covered with fun supervised activities for your kiddos nightly, worry-free and fun for
Got
you.
that wanderlust, yeah, we're on the move. Budget-friendly adventures we approve. Crazy travels and Chango bananas. Here to show you all the best vacation manners. So pack your bags, let's get out the door. Come and follow us to see the world and more. We ain't scared to travel. We ain't scared to travel.
Again, if they're toddlers and they're like, hey, I really enjoyed Camp Ocean, I'd rather hang out with kids my age.
Yes.
Any chance that I can go to, or because they'll talk about that stuff once they're done. You'll pick them up and they're like, hey, they're having this pajama party. I'd rather go to pajama party, right? But if your kids are maybe they're 6 to 10, and you're thinking, man, I don't know what they're gonna want to eat Well, this is a kids menu. This is really cool. It's got a little activity book where they can color and do a bunch of really cool stuff. But what's in the kid menu? You got hot dogs, you got hamburgers, you got chicken nuggets, cheeseburgers, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, French fries, fresh veggies, pasta of the day, pepperoni pizza, cheese pizza, and then sweet treats, banana splits, assorted cookies, chocolate chip brownies, fresh fruit cocktail, ice cream, jello, a lot of really good food for the kiddos.
Did you say cocktail?
Fruit cocktail.
Now they have, I enjoy. Do not be afraid to travel with your kids.
Yeah.
From personal experience, you should do one cruise with the family, the kids, and another cruise without the kids.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna see the difference, right? It is what it is. I felt more relaxed without the kids, just because you kind of have to go pick them up or, be careful with all that stuff. But I mean, my daughter, she still talks about that. Dad, remember we were in the Bahamas, and we still have the pictures.
Yeah.
She still talks about that, and then that's one thing she brings up also, where she wants to go on a cruise.
Yeah.
She's asking me, hey Dad, when are we going on our next cruise? And I'm like, well, you gotta understand, it just there's other things, it's
Yeah.
not happening. But she still talks about it, and it's been, it's been like 10 years. I think
Something
10
like
years
that.
the first time we cruised.
However old is Andre? How old is he?
He is 12.
Okay, so it's been 12 years.
12 years, yes.
12 years since we cruised. He was, what, how many years up?
No, he was like
Months?
6-7 months.
6 or 7 months. Every time that I go on a cruise and I see someone who is a new cruiser with their family, they're like, oh, I love it, but next time I'm coming out with kids. So, I don't have children, so yeah, that's what they're saying. That's the word on the street. Take one with the family, and then take one with your significant other. Because as someone who travels with their significant other, it is an awesome feeling to be able to give them an awesome vacation. It is one of the best vacations you'll ever take.
Yes.
The waiters, they, Chango, how you doing? Miss Chango, how you doing?
Yeah.
Kiddos, how you doing? And they're doing little animals with the towels.
Yes.
They treat them like royalty. You will never be treated any better than the way the waiters treat you on a cruise. It is by far one of the best vacations that you will take. And for you to be able to give that to your significant other, for you and your significant other to be treated like royalty, maybe, your significant other is a stay-at-home mom, maybe she works and maybe she's an educator and she's like, man, I'd like to kind of have an alone time. This is an awesome vacation to do.
My daughter still remembers the guy from the cruise. His name is Buddy, and she still brings up, Dad, I wonder what happened to Buddy, right? Because they treat you like royalty. They treat you like you're the king, the queen, the prince, and the princess, right? It's an awesome experience, but crazy. Okay, we're there. We explored the ship.
Yeah,
We go back to our room. Boom, luggage are there, right? The
Yeah.
luggage is there.
Well, your luggage might get there before. Well, you're right. You explore. Go ahead.
You do your exploring. You go back to your room, and then what happens next, right? What happens? You're done with that. You did some activities. You spend the next day, 8 o'clock in the morning. What happens after that? Do we go? Does the ship keep on going in the ocean, or does it go somewhere? It stops somewhere, right?
So I'm glad that you talked about getting our luggage for that. I completely forgot about that. So let's go back. Embarkation. You still haven't. Actually, you did the sail away party. You got back from the sail away party, and now your luggage is there. So hey, let's put our luggage away.
Yes.
So you got hangers. You got a lot of hangers. You got plenty of space. You got like a his and hers.
Yes.
So hang your clothes, put your luggage under the bed so it's not in the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, fix your little snacks, put your toiletries, your socks, underwear, have everything in order, man.
Yes.
And then maybe you have something that's wrinkled. There is a laundry room where you can go and iron your clothes. You iron your clothes, you know, it won't take you long. It's really good. It's quick. Put everything away. So you did all that. You had your first night. You had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're looking at these fun times, right? So we left on a Saturday, right? Now we're on Sunday. Sunday is day at sea. You're still on the sea. You haven't arrived to your port. Because your first port, in this case, our first port is going to be Cozumel. So let's talk ports. Our first port in this case is Cozumel, right? So when we open this fun fact is going to get to us. This is Monday's fun fact. It'll get to us on Sunday evening. Or you log on to your app and you jump forward to Monday. You scroll over to Monday and you look at, okay, we're going to get to the port approximately 9:15. You might get there a little earlier, you might get there late. And when we get there, we're going to get off the ship on, gangway deck number 3, forward midship. That means the forward of the ship or the midship, and we have to be back at 4:30. What time is 4:30? Is it 4:30 ship time or 4:30 local time?
Ship time.
Yep.
Always go with ship time.
If you have a smartwatch, you're going to have to bring a analog, or you're going to have to hey, my cell phone Texas time is, because we're using Galveston as an example, right? Or maybe New Orleans. We decided to leave New Orleans. We're using Central Time. So my phone is Texas time. Texas time is 7:25. Then that means that if I'm in Honduras, it's 6:25. So I got to make sure that I add a time. So you get an old watch. It can be a Timex, whatever Chavita watch.
Yes.
That has maybe a regular watch that has the Texas time. That way you know what time you have to be back. And on these fun times, you're gonna have a emergency port contact. And take a picture of that. It's got the phone numbers and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's important. I think a lot of people downplay that crazy where you need to. They're so excited, and which is good. You're so excited to see that port, but do not forget to have the ship time. The ship time, because that ship ain't gonna wait for nobody. And
So-
it's important. That's the last thing you want to worry about.
Yeah, so you have your watch set at what was it called? Let me.
So like this one has it's gonna have the guest ashore, right? Approximately 15 a.m. It's gonna have your gangway where you're gonna be like this one has deck 3 forward and mid. So that's where you're gonna disembark at that port. And then it gets you here back on board 4:30 p.m.
Okay, so Chongo, you have your watch set to Texas time, to ship time, right? And you're on ship time. I know it says be back by 4:30. Do you have to be back at 4:30, or what time do you have to be back?
I mean, I would be back by 4 o'clock
Yeah,
for at least
4 o'clock is pushing in, and
Yes.
I'm exaggerating. You have to be back at 4:30, so
Yeah.
I can be back at 4:20, and then just go through the line. But you really are pushing it.
Yes.
And 4 o'clock is safe, meaning that if it took you 15 minutes to take a taxi
Mhm.
from the port to Mr. Sancho's, 15 minutes, that means that at about 3:45-ish, get a taxi and come back.
Well, and then keep in mind also, crazy. That's a good example, right? You are not the only cruise ship that's on that port. Usually, when at least the ports I've been to, it's usually what 2, 3 minimum.
Yeah, there's
cruise-
gonna be more. So if we have the Jubilee that has 6,000, we'll use a Magic 4,000. You know, some other cruise line is gonna have another 5 or 6. Man, you got at least 8,000, maybe 10,000 people in it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to travel. We're throwing some crazy numbers out there at you. You're probably thinking, oh my God, how did you even walk?
Yeah.
No. There, people, there's plenty of room. There's plenty. But what he's getting at is that, hey, I have to, wait in line to check in. You're gonna make sure you have your ship card.
Yes.
Make sure you have a credit card. Make sure you have a debit card. Make sure you have petty cash. I don't know, 60, 80 bucks, maybe $100, 20s, 5s, 10s, 1s. And what else do we need?
I mean, I think you're hitting everything.
Yeah, a backpack,
Yeah, but don't
water.
do not get discouraged. Do not get
Do
discouraged.
not bring down
Yeah.
apples and oh, you know what? I'm gonna take a banana. Don't take that. Their customs is gonna take it from you. You cannot bring. You can bring like snacks, like chips or
Oh, that's a good point because you are gonna have to go
through their little
It's
customs.
kind of like a soft little custom
And
there.
basically, they're just checking agricultural. You
Yeah.
can't bring fruits inside Mexico. You can bring water, sodas. This is just up on your backpack so that your kiddos aren't. Hey, Dad, can you get water? Hey, Dad, can I?
Yeah, and the thing is, you want to try. You go to these countries where they're not, they have fruits which is tastes amazing. They have all this
Yeah.
little different stuff. You want to try stuff from that country. So I encourage that, right? Don't not be afraid to buy that fruit or that water from a different country. Make sure it's sealed and everything. But that's one of the things I know. Sometimes crazy. We can even get the same tax and be like, hey, can you come back at 4 or let's say this one's 4:30. Hey, can you come back at 3:30?
Yeah.
And some of those things I'll be like, yeah, I'll be here by 3:30. It might have an extra little charge, but at least you have.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
a lot of these
transportation.
places, they already have the taxi
Yes.
drivers out there because they know that that's where you're going. So they do the rounds. And then also, they sell you excursions out there. You can buy an excursion. This is their livelihood. This is how they make money. So again, don't be afraid to travel. Go out there. Don't be afraid to try any excursion. You talk to someone on your ship, and he or she told you, hey, we use these guys. When you get out, make a left. They're going to have these signs. Follow them, and they are really good. And you
That's
can
right.
haggle with them and bring the price down.
Yeah, don't be afraid of, just kind of like, hey, you know what? Don't be afraid to take that. I know usually I like to get the vans because they'll be like, hey, okay, it's 10 of you guys. Instead of charging you $40, we're gonna charge you $20 per head. So
Yeah.
now you're kind of saving yourself $20. And sometimes they'll be like, hey, you know what? 30 round trip, and they'll wait for you. And don't think you're gonna have a hard time getting back to the ship. Now, if you forget the time and everything, that's a different story. But be responsible. You don't want to be left in another country.
Yeah, you're not going to.
Yeah, you're not going to.
Everywhere you're at, you'll see like the group of, hey, I've seen that guy. I've seen him on this floor. I've seen him, at Cabana or what have you. Every time that wherever it is that you are, in a lot of these places, when he talks about taxis, a lot of them they set price, $5 per person. Set price, a lot of them. But you're at Crazy Lobster, right? You're in the water and you're drinking beer, you're chillaxing. Hey, what time do you guys have? Oh, it's this time. Oh, you guys have ship time? Yeah, we got the ship time. Okay, all right, great, awesome. What time are you guys leaving? No, we're leaving at this time. Okay, we still have time. And so you're on top of it while you're doing your excursion. You're on top of the time, and then you come back to the ship. When we come back to the ship, Chango, he said 4 o'clock. Okay, you get back to the little port. They got shopping. They got stores. A lot of stuff. What do you like doing when you get to port?
Oh, when I get off, you know
Or
what?
when you're coming back?
Oh, when I'm coming back, I like to. I'll be honest. By the time I get back, I'm kind of tipsy.
Yeah.
So I just kind of want to get out of the ship. But I do like to buy little. When I go with my kids, I like to get them a little bit something. But
Yeah.
I just go kind of straight to the ship.
So
I'm ready.
the actual shops on port, those are the cruise line shops, quote unquote. There might be a little boutique shop where, I love Lucha Libre.
Okay. Yes.
So I'm looking for Lucha Libre shirts, and that's where I find them. Because I skip out the Diamond International, the Jewelry International. Those are the cruise little stores. And the little Mexican shops, or the little shops there. If you go into town, it's going to be way cheaper.
Yes, it is.
Way cheaper. So, like him and I said, we kind of skip out the port. I might look around. I might see what's going on. Just hey, look, this is cool. It's a cool little keepsake. It's unique. I didn't see it over there. I'm gonna get it here. And then I like to go back in on the ship and then go hit up the free pizza, burgers, guys burgers, or something like that.
Because remember, you've been walking, you've probably been under the sun, so you probably want to get that drink to hydrate and then go get some good food. But that is a good point you bring up. When I really don't pay attention too much to the port stores, I wait until I'm in the town, because at the end of the day, they're helping us out. They give us a service, but the way they treat you, we go back to it. They treat you like royalty. So I like to buy stuff from the locals.
Yeah.
I think I bought Cozumel. I usually buy the little wood mask. I'll bring
Yeah.
some of them. Just kind of help them out. But I know my son likes to bring the keychains.
Yeah.
I'll do that. But I
Little
mean,
magnets or what have you.
yeah, the magnets, but nothing crazy. I know we did this in Cozumel, where we just by the port we would get a restaurant, we would sit at a restaurant, have dinner or lunch at a restaurant, and then in Cozumel they use a lot of scooters.
Yeah.
So we would sit there and just look at the families. And when I'm saying family, it's the dad, the mom, and the child, all in a little moped.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like looking, oh, dad, look, they're riding the moped,
Yeah.
Or hey, look, just a different way of living that we do. So we like to enjoy that a lot. And then we'll buy something, like I said, something from there, but nothing. We try to avoid. We try to avoid the port stores.
Yeah. So according to him, there's 8,000 gazillion people on port, right? But some of them already got on the ship. Some of them got off the ship late. Some of them go and explore the port, and then they get back on. So by the time you come back from your excursion, you've already the crowd already dwindled, and so you just go into the checkpoint. You show them your card, and now you're going towards the ships. And so you'll see that there's a couple of ships docked.
Yes.
And so you'll go towards your ship. And depending on where your room is at or what you want to do, let's say you want to go have pizza and your room is in the back. Well, the pizza's in the front. Let me go to the forward, and I'll go to the 8th floor, get my pizza, and then I'll go to my room. And if your room is, now I want to go straight to my room, and like we said, it's going to be aft, so you'll go on the mid, and then you'll go to your room,
Yeah, I usually like to go to my room, kind of take a little nap, and then take it from there. But I mean, what else?
Well, let's talk about disembarkation, because we're getting ready.
Yes.
We've already, we did the excursions. We did all the fun times. We tried to hit every one of them. There's different hours. There's early ones. There's some that are while you're on your dinner, and then there's ones that are after your dinner. So it'll be a repeat. So you did all the fun stuff. you went on your excursions, you broke the ice, you were like, hey man, I'm glad I did a cruise.
Yes.
Now you gotta disembark.
They're probably be like, I'm glad we listened to We Ain't Scared to Travel. And I took that first step.
Yeah,
That's what
you
I'm
took
thinking.
the first step, and now here comes another little, oh my God, crazy disembarkation. What do we do? Disembarkation is similar to what you did before you embarked, what you did at home. Now you pack your suitcase. You're gonna pack your suitcase. You're gonna put everything away into the two suitcases or the one suitcase that you gave your porter when you checked in, when you embarked. Now you could add a little more. Maybe you bought some souvenirs, or maybe you bought something that you don't want, that's fragile and you don't want it to break.
Yeah.
Leave that with the stuff you're gonna get off here. So they're going to give you luggage tags.
Yes.
Now on the app, you can check out and say, I want to check out at 9:30 or 10:30 or 11:30.
Mhm.
Depending on you, what time you want to check out. I think final checkout is at 10:30. You do have to leave your room by 8:30. But here's the really cool thing. So you do your luggage the night before. You leave it out before you go out to dinner. And so if I'm thinking like, Chango, what do I do with my outfit? Because I want to dress nice for dinner. Any suggestions on what to do with that outfit?
Uh-huh. I have no suggestions.
Well, what we do is we just, put it in I'm either wearing a nice pair of jeans with nice shoes and a polo. Because it's just casual. And maybe the significant other has a nice dress. Just fold it, put it in the backpack. And then we have a little rolling cart, collapsible rolling cart, where we're going to put, whatever stuff we need to put on there. And so we have to leave the room by 8:30. So we leave the room at 8:30, and now we head up to go have breakfast. What I'm doing, Chango, is I'm heading to Blue Iguana. I'm having tacos. I'm having huevos rancheros, and then I'm going to Shaq's, and I'm making myself some lunch. I'm making myself some honey biscuit, Nashville hot chicken,
Uh-huh.
and I'm putting that. I have brought myself I brought with me some sandwich bags, and now I'm putting that in my.
Oh, wow.
So I'm packing like lunch so that I don't have to stop at Buc-ee's. I do not want to stop at Buc-ee's because it's gonna. I'm never gonna get home.
That's a good tip. I've never thought about that. But I think we have a cruise plan here probably by the end of this year. So I think I'm gonna take some bags there and then take advantage. I usually just have the breakfast and
Yeah.
stop at Buc-ee's and pick up something else. But that's a good
Yeah,
point.
I forgot to mention, take snacks, salty snacks, chips, your little botanera, peanuts, chamoy, little trechas for the beer, whatever, But you got your little snack bags, you got, all of your stuff, your time, your calls. Now you start making your way. You got your card with you. You still have your ship card. They scan you out. And now you start zigzagging out, and then you get to your luggage. You get your luggage. You'll have this little tag. It'll say 12, 11, 10. So you go where all the luggages are at 9, 8, 7, 6, whatever. Look for your luggage station, grab your luggage, and then you go through customs.
Yes, I was gonna bring up customs, right? Make sure you have that available, right? Your passport, everything, because you just want to get out of there real quick, right? That's one of the things I think I like to carry my passports for the whole family.
Have all your documents with you. Now you really don't need them. Now they're doing the facial recognition, but you do have to go through a passport line and then birth certificate line.
Yes.
And so once you get through those little lines, you go through the facial recognition and you're out. If you bought parking with shuttle,
Yes.
you go to your shuttle. If you're like me who doesn't buy the parking with shuttle, then you just start walking towards your parking.
What do you just park one of those parking lots, or what do you do, crazy?
I do this thing called lighthouse parking. It is across the street from the port.
Okay.
Now, it technically you do have to walk a little. If you walk straight, like if I grab my luggage, I'm walking I'm walking through the port, and
Okay.
then I start making my way to the street. So we'll say walk a block, and then I cross the street and my car's there.
Okay, so it's not that.
So what I do first is when I'm gonna this embarkation, I'll drop off my wife with her luggage, with everything,
Yes.
and then I'll go park, and now I just have to walk normal, and I have to walk like 2 or 3 blocks, and then make a left, and then go on port, meet up with my wife, and then we get in line to embarkation. And then this embarkation, we get our luggage, and now we start walking, and we're hugging, and now we just, the same route,
Yeah.
and then we just do the walk.
Because I usually do the parking and the the
And the
shuttle.
show. The reason why we got away from that is because it takes me about 10 minutes, me and my wife, to walk, versus now you gotta wait in line for the shuttle.
Yes, you're right.
It really, it's up to you. The shuttle, man, you're in line, you're waiting for the shuttle to pick you up,
Don't go routes.
you know? And so there's a line, you wait in line, and then finally it's you, they pick you up, you get down with your luggage, you go find your car, you put it in your car, and you take off, and you enjoyed your awesome cruise. Guys, I'm Crazy Cat 2 from Crazy Travels,
And I'm Chavo Bananas.
and we ain't scared to travel. Come on, guys, we got more videos for y'all. So if this is the first video that you see, hit like, share, go back and look at the other videos.
Yeah, so that sure is supporters, right, guys? We can just hit likes, comment, and then we try our new mics today. That's how it goes.
New
right?
equipment, new stuff. Man, we appreciate the feedback because this is new to us. And again, our goal is nothing more than to convince you to go on a vacation, to not be scared. That is our goal. Our goal isn't to be flashy. It's not to have a gazillion likes. We don't make money here. Our goal is just to get you on a vacation, to not be scared.
And you're right. And talking about being scared, guys, if you go to the Louvre and the Mona Lisa is missing, do not be scared. We have it right here, okay, guys?
And
So-
we brought the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, so the Eiffel Tower, they wanted to charge us extra shipping, so kind of had with a small size on it.
Yeah.
So, again, crazy.
We ain't scared to travel. Guys, enjoy this video.
Got that wanderlust, yeah, we're on the move. Budget-friendly adventures we approve. Crazy travels and Chango bananas. Here to show you all the best vacation manners. So pack your bags, let's get out the door. Come and follow us to see the world and